Monday. It's Fear with the Reverb. Fear Mongering Radio. Live from the great state of Minnesota, the land of 10,000 likes per couple. Love my rock star. Ice, ice, baby. How in the hell? I remember I'm downloading this directly from Spreaker. So I have a commercial last week. It was like I listened to it a little bit, and it was like about Tamba, whatever it was, women's underwear. Like I can't help that. But anyway, so he's calling already. He's calling and he's calling and he's calling. He will call, and he does call right now. Douche. We could use some of this, please, here in the great state of Minnesota. We have some coming. I picked up leaves yesterday, some chores. So I was able to do a live show for you folks. We're having the time of our life. Let's share it on Twitter, Twatter. He always calls Dave 25. That's what he does. He always calls. Let's go over and get some good old-fashioned music. And before we get going here, let's share the show. Remember, it's about my orgasm. When I put my link in someone else's, right here, small streamers, it's about my orgasm. It's like I come first in sex, and then you can finish up later, but it's about me screaming and hollering and having meanest mouth, but filthy, dirty sex. So it's all about, not about you, one crank in the room. If you don't like two men having sex, I get it. You can't watch two men. That's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Don't forget that. He always calls douche. He's called 4 times. Oh, yes, 4 times. So over here, we're going to promote her over here. So let's go over. But yeah, welcome to commercial music-free, sponsor-free podcasting. No e-begging here on this. No pay. I have PayPal. I want to shout out to an anonymous grifter. I broke 100 for the first month because of you. I appreciate you sending people over to Fearmongering Radio and then over to Spreaker.com. It was $110 this month. I was shocked, Mike. Thank you very much. They're pretty good at getting it the first Monday. I got my PayPal, and I just also got a $1,500 check from somebody that bought the computer. So that was kind of nice. Like boom, boom, over the lights. I'm like, sweet. Let's go to auto library. Let's go over here to duration in the background so we can chat to you little bastards. I'm going to go with my usual, I like this one, drifting, 4328Z. I love it. Yes, it's great to be alive. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I've always said that. I can hear, I can see, I can feel pain. Went to work this morning and kind of dragged my feet all day long. Kind of slow ride as a song by Foghat was playing this morning. I'm like, it is what it is. I had to be somewhere tomorrow morning about 6:20. I'll get there. I got to come through the Lowry Tunnel to get over Rover to the other side of up there, Maple Grove. I said, I'll get there. I get there. I'm not a what's a warlock? A warlock is a male witch. Can only be so many places at once. Balls to the walls. We helped Delta once when they can't get their pilots to the airport. Whoever does their work for them, I can't know who the hell it is. This lady's absolutely gorgeous. You really have a great voice. And I have you smell nice. I got a pole on. I've had her a couple times now. You have a really good voice. You really should have a podcast. I don't know. You never know. I said, anybody got a podcast? I said, Fearmongering Radio. I said, maybe you can, I could do that or something. She's going to laugh, but she's absolutely gorgeous. She's about 5'11". Ooh, long black hair. Ooh, size D's on her. Oh my goodness. Anyways, you gotta behave yourself. You can't be asking for date. Plus, I'm a married man, 31 years, but so not afraid. I'm like, oh my goodness. Fearmongering Radio. Let's look on the last. We've had 45 listens the last 3 days. I don't do as much as I used to do. I used to do a whole bunch all the time. But a lot of traffic since that one guy, the grifter guy, who I'm going to play back his stuff, he's boycotting. And I saw Miss, what the hell's her name again? Miss Vicki. I watched one of his videos yesterday, the McDonald's one, where he was too ballless to buy the meal behind, which I did. Okay, all right? Too ballless to buy because it's too expensive, right? But I don't know why you'd watch the guy. He doesn't give you any advice. He's an idiot and a dry beggar. Wonder Hussy does that all the time. She always does. She'll ask for something, and she got a chair. She wanted the chair, and she got it. But she was pissed it was a knockoff. People love to get Wonder Hussy stuff. They do. They send her stuff for her birthday all the time. So, got long hair and Ford nudie model Wonder Hussy Adventures. You know, they have this big thing this weekend out there in her facility out there with all the YouTubers out there. The one with Sarasota Tim haters, day 25, pimps, Milton victims, wandering gypsy, stalker. That's got 15 over here. I appreciate it very, very much. So yeah, my monetized behavior. I have my balance. I've got $190 in the bank, and so the exchange was nice. Appreciate him putting me in there. I really did. I was real nice to the guy. I was like, thank you so much. Right there, my fear-mongering radio says, so let's go look at fear-mongering. I have Bitchboard Radio too as well. Geolocations, we have the United States, South Korea, Australia, France, and Japan. South Korea, it's Jiangwon-do, once in Seoul. Well, thank you. Appreciate all the IPs and the usual sources. I do appreciate Spotify is paying me now on all my podcasts. I'm getting percentage into my Spreaker account. And I guess I have to download it, and you might get a commercial in the middle of where the hell it is. So that's the way she blows. I can't help that because they no longer upload that behavior. United States of America. California, India, Minnesota, the Ohio, Texas, Georgia, Arizona, New Jersey, Illinois, Missouri, Wisconsin, Oregon, North Carolina, Rhode Island 9 times. He's 9 times. Virginia, obviously my IP because I have to download it in Foley. Wisconsin's other 1 time. Oregon, Albany, Oregon, whatever it may, California, Fremont, and San Diego, Cowpote approved. They've been uploading Fremont out of their facility in Arizona. Phoenix 1 time. I have my mom's double wide in Surprise, Arizona. My brother's having a sausage party down there. I think NASCAR's coming up. He's down there laying pipe with his girlfriends. So, Prosper and Plano, Texas, Georgia, Warmer Robinson. Thank you so much. And Aspen, Virginia, and North Carolina, Waxmaha. Where the hell that is at. The Ohio, Columbus, and Youngstown. We get into India, Hamilton, and Bloomington, Indiana. Illinois, the city of Chicago. Organized crime, corruption, the home of my beloved pencil, Dick Blackhawks. St. Louis, I think people are looking at his thing and they're Googling fear-mongering radio. And I wear my shirt all the time. We always will read it and look at it. And I get when I wear my speculation sports jacket around, people, when Ted busts his out, I get a lot of Carolinas from him. People see his jacket. There's only 2 jackets. He has one and I have one. But Rhode Island is usual behavior. What he does. Bristol, 9 times. 9 times he's stalking me on a regular basis. But anyways, we always appreciate the people that come to the audio on the non-monetized channel. We have the Adventure channel, the Cowpote Adventure. They get 40, 50 views on the lovely and talented The Boat Show. So those are getting some. That's kind of cool. I had fun doing those things. Did those back in January. I have stuff well out to July, so I've been doing those things. He's calling again. He's calling. He will call, and he's calling, and he's calling. He will call. He's calling again. He's called 6 times. 6. This is a guy that asks me for money. Smokes geef all day long. He wants to come on so bad. I told him no because he doesn't know how to speak. 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 Doesn't know how to. He always calls. That's all he does. But anyways, he's always asking for Gurren for money, right? That's all he ever does. Always asking for money. What he does, and calling again, he will call. He's called 9 times. But as I speak to you on this 28th day of October, 2024, the begging is close at hand. 4:19 on the poor side of Minnetonka. We're in the shadow of that lake. Leaves are coming down. It picked him up. yesterday. Hebrew slaved it around. And Chloe girl's in the backyard screaming and hollering and barking at whatever she can think she sees the trees. So we're getting closer and closer. Halloween is coming up. And the kid, as long as the kids get out and do the trick-or-treating, I'm fine. You know, then after that, whatever. I saw the convertible, the Sebring, or not the Sebring, the PT Cruiser, the 2005. Anyways, remember the military men of the armed forces that served this country so well. They've done it 1 and 2 in Civil War, in Vietnam, and the Forgotten War. And we've talked about Vietnam sacrificing a ton of people. 58,000 plus collateral damage is coming home. Welcome home to you guys. The Forgotten War, Afghani War, all the wars out there that they have fought. They have our government in the Vietnam War and Korea War. What for? 2 was to free us from a itinerary, snap the necks of crowds, and then free the Jews. They have balls the size of basketballs, and notice I vote you. That's a men, women too, in blue as well. Like cop call crackhead. That's all there is to it. It's not that tough to call, you know. But us working class, but the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchant, the NASCAR, Coast Guard, that you're not in uniform. We thank you so much for the service. This great, great country. Without little nothing at all. Appreciate all you guys do out there. Kicking some ass, taking no names. I've never served, but I serve you guys with my mouth. And never forget about your sacrifices. I mean, they all hate us, but they all want to come here, right? We talked about it before. You are who you run with in life, right? Choices in life, right? Choices. You women want to have unprotected sex with some guy you don't know. You want to F in the back seat of the car, have sex on the couch, or attempt to make love on the bed. Fine. Require that condom, or you'll be the mother of a child and he'll run off the father. Look at day 25. Named Junior, and the mom did refuse to talk to him because he's a loser. The old man's a loser. But my dad always told me, Cowboy, you out here run with. I don't run with poor people. I don't. I'm not criminals. So, all there's to it. You out here run with in life. You have a shit life. Be poor. Live in the streets. Shit job. Die with your mouth open. In a park somewhere, 70 years old. Should thought about retirement when you're smoking your ghee and gambling all the way in Las Vegas. Prevent AIDS, I want in pregnancy, that's all I'm asking. No love without the glove. No water, no seed. What's in the water? Herpes, AIDS, where it may be. Smashing gas. You know, like I said, if you don't like two men having sex, consensual, going up Hershey Avenue, you want to sink the pink, fine. You can't watch two lesbians. One wiener in the room, one crank in the room. I guess, man, if I'm single tomorrow, I'll get 3-4 women in the room. And have at it. We'll have the time of our lives. The time of our lives. It's not a very Christian thing to be doing if you're a Christian. Bitching about gay men, consensual, then all of a sudden watching two women scream and holler and squeal, stinking the pink. When it comes to choices, too, as well, all my board members of Speculation Sports that wear the stuff with the oath, don't drink and drive. Please call us murder or your mercy tonight on the 31st of Halloween. There'll be people drinking and driving. You'll be a convicted felon in Canada, and you won't be able to go up there in that fine country and go fishing because you made a poor choice. And you are a convicted felon in Canada. Okay? So don't drink and drive. I had people murdered from drunk drivers. In the obituary, the two that were murdered on their bikes when they were on a long bike trail out west, and they were only half a mile of their house. And at lunch, the guy pulled down and killed them both, murdered them both. And they said in the obituary they were murdered. Make good choices. Only line there, a line now. My mom always said, right? It is what it is. But anyways, I don't know how long I was going to take a nap, but I figured, what the hell, let's do a show. I don't know. I said, what's for dinner tonight? She doesn't know yet. We had roast last night. It was good. Could be numerous things. Like I said, we put away the stuff off the deck, put the go-kart back on its butt, so it's straight up. We had room for that, and the put the bikes away. My next neighbors were biked out to the other trail that goes out to Minnetonka. They were biking. They have electrical bikes. They're cheating. So I told her that to her face. She didn't like it too much. She said, "You're cheating. You know that, don't you?" "What do you mean?" I said, "Electrical bikes are for people who are crippled up." And I said, "You're wasting good suffering." I told her about the Huss last week. She was wondering if she should do another pimping for somebody else, another bike company. You already have a free bike from somebody. You're pimping twice. Whatever it may be. But they were going to go biking. So we put everything in the storage facility. I showed the convertible out. It's been really kind of nice. Windy today. But I picked up a lot of leaves yesterday. Neighbor that bought the house down the way, an Asian family. It's like, he doesn't realize I told him. I said, he's just kind of raking it up. Good luck. It's a losing battle, beach boy. Because in this city, you have to have a certain number of acreage. And the majority of my leaves are from other people's houses. Because I spent about $4,000 on breaking down trees that were screwed in my front yard. So I have another tree out in front of me I got to get rid of too. It's dying too. It's dead. So, but all my leaves, the back here, the maple is coming down slowly but surely. So mowed for a good hour yesterday. Snapping, mow them down, slaving around. But yeah, life is good. No snow yet. I like snow, man. Busy at work, busy at the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport, making gear, right? It is what it is. But the Cowboys got embarrassed again. So far, right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 right. So tonight I've got Pencil Dick over the Vagina Giants, and Jets are just an embarrassment. Bold-faced Larry Karen Rodgers. It's kind of funny to watch that team implode. There's a lot of no-care games in Week 9, too, as well. I was looking, there's like 18 teams that are at 500. I mean, at even 500 below. It's just disgusting how they're going to start fixing games. You watch. They got to get back down to parity. So anyways, I've been having fun with the haters. I don't really hate the haters. I don't like this Sarasota idiot. I just had to see him one time through Troll Patrol, right? And there's, Miss Vicki did one day why she watches his videos, because you're obsessed with the guy. Maybe you want to get in his panties. I've been doing this for 17 years, and people will label me a pedophile. Same thing with Blind View with that one guy, I guess, a gay slang. His whole channel is about other people, okay? He doesn't leave the house, does anything substantial. Saturated content, Boogie 2998, that's all he would talk about during the, I talked about it when he was lying about the cancer and lying about other things he's lying about, but these are just, I lie on purpose to flush out the truth. That's what I do. I'll say something that's totally false, and the creator will come out and will deny it. Deniability is accountability, right? That's how I always say. If you just deny it repeatedly, But it's just pretty amazing. I'll talk about people. I've talked about Savage before. I've talked about Papa Grizz, Dave. It's just easy. Dave 25 is just low-hanging fruit. It's like finding a $20 bill, and there it is. You spend it, right? Douche is just too easy to rip on, right? And I've done some videos of Crushing Christ. I got one more drive video come out tomorrow, and I got playing golf, hitting the driving range. Did 3 out there, so I do want to go through a car wash, do some of that stuff. So I've been screwing around with that. I mean, we'll see how long it goes. But I did one yesterday. I claimed I was down there in Sarasota walking. It's too bad. I was there for Dave, and when I did that first time, there was an actual bed there. So, but still, it's kind of cool. It was a T-shirt, and it's over there in St. Paul, so it was kind of fun to walk around there. So the Woods ones really triggered people. That really did when I was down there. They really thought I was down there. You can kind of tell I wasn't, but people believe what they see. The haters just, again, hate watch these people. I mean, Fat Boy was fun to watch because he was hilarious. He'd scream and holler, say stupid stuff, threaten people. Great live streamer. It's too bad he's either dead or just his sister, whatever. Man, I mean, my favorite one with Fat Boy was Savage, when he was his Satan's granddaughter was videotaping. He was, God bless America, and Savage is, you my daddy, I'm gonna spit on your grave, and that was epic streaming there. But Edward James Hubbard was the best. Haggy Ranch was in all the behavior. Green Dream is dead, but I was on Blog Talk Radio Network. It wasn't as bad. There was some trolling going on there, but Spreaker was really good with Debbie Daly, News Guy, News Fool. Paul Dembski, who's dead, who's subbed to my adventure channel at least 4 times. He's gone. He died. Stop breathing. Because YouTube needs to get rid of old troll accounts that aren't used. People will sub. So let's say I really like Tim. I'd make 4 or 5 troll accounts and sub them up, right? Just because I want him to get up there. So, because Dave did that to my other channel. He made a bunch of troll accounts. I'm like, oh, God. I was like getting these emails when you get a sub, right? I get new subs through this behavior I've been doing. Can't take yourself seriously, but I'm going to talk to this grifter guy. I'm going to play back his audio. I don't think he'll really care. He sounds like Mr. Burns from Jerry Burns. You know, him and Ziggy and I both could be brothers. They both sound like Jerry Burns, the former football coach for the Vikings, right? And the blind view guy, who I think is just faking his behavior, living above the garage at his grandma's house. He looks like Ace Frehley. I mean, just rode hard, put it wet. I mean, I don't know if he's smoking, drinking, but that guy is like rode hard and put away wet. He's another one. All he does is stuff other people on YouTube. God forbid you leave the camera. Could you imagine Miss Vicki actually leaving, walking around, stumbling around, doing something substantial? It's easy to drive around your car and bitch about somebody. I've done it, but you know, I mean, I guess I could start asking for GER money too as well. I mean, I want to start asking for gas money for both my jobs. You know, there's that poopy idiot that he's on every morning. I guess we're in Disneyland. So let's talk to grifter guy. You ready? Where'd it go? I'm gonna do it off my phone. So okay, here we go. Turn it down a little bit. Here we go.
Glass pitchers, even with lids on them. Okay. See.
So he was mad. He was mad at some other YouTuber that was grifting because something was leaking. So he went right on Amazon. He's so concerned about people grifting. And I said, Wonder Hussy is the best at it. When I don't listen to all her stuff, but whenever she has a title like she wants to do a vlog, I listen carefully because she's real good at dry. It's called dry begging, grifter. He's boycotting. He's going to boycott him. The grifter's anonymous, so here he goes. It's pretty funny.
He's just doing it just for click views. That's all.
Yep.
Oh, you poor child. You know what? Let me send you one off of Amazon. Yeah, just like Sarasota Tim does.
Here we go.
So they're always throwing those little hints out there.
It's called dry begging.
Doing it away. I mean, they are pretty. Mikey's pretty good at it. He's been around for a while, so he's pretty good at grifting.
Yeah, dry begging.
So, we're going to talk about this other stuff.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I tell you, people.
Go ahead.
I think I'm pretty much through with Sarasota Tim. I mean, I'm just.
That's a bold-faced lie. I don't know because I've called out these haters. I don't think so. I can't see this guy walking on the camera and showing wherever he lives. I think he lives in Arizona and showing people something and having an adventure. Here, I'm doing something, but that's not going to sell. Hey, I get what I get over on my adventure channel. I get it. I leave the house with my camera, you know, with my DJI, whatever else.
Sick of them.
I don't
really.
No, you'll be back.
I mean, the guy's yesterday he got over 10,000 views with all his different videos combined, and it was like, damn, it's like there's just too many idiots.
So so you're counting his views. It's like people count my money, right? My nephew would always say, he goes, we go out to eat because me and the wife do well for each other, and he'd always expect me to pay for something. I guess you're making him relevant. I talk about just ripping the guy, but he's all concerned about views. I get my subs, I get it, but it's quality over quantity. Here we go.
There's too many sheep out there watching him.
Like you.
Haters are watching him. His lovers are watching him.
Your love haters.
Everybody's watching him. So, but you know what? It's the same old crap, and I can't take it.
Well, I watched the one with McDonald's for the title. I watched a little bit. I think one time too as well. I don't need to watch him playing golf. I see the titles in the morning chat and behavior. It's like I'm not going to waste my time. But the haters just enthrall me because they waste all their good suffering and their whole channel about one guy.
Interviews can't take in anymore either.
Little liars.
That's why he gave up on it. You don't see Darlene. You don't see olive oil on it. No, it's the same old crap.
Don't worry.
What? I think we're a lot smarter than that. Go for it. Oh, let's do it.
No, I don't think so. When you listen, Mr. Whatever your name is, grifter, you to do a video like this tells me you'll be back. It's like me doing a video. I'm quitting YouTube, right? It's my favorite. This is the kind of guy right here. It's just like Sarasota. If God forbid he gets a car accident and he goes on the road, just like with what's his name?
The Christian for Christ, and talk about the Lord and how He loves you and everything. And he preaches love and kindness, and then he turns around and he's doing hate speeches on the election. He's hating on everybody. Oh man, for an independent, he sure sounds like one of the elephant. Yeah,
I don't think he gave me his opinion. I mean, I don't like the hunch, and I don't like Mrs. Harris. I don't like either one of them. A forked tongue. Just because you have an opinion, I get whatever he is. He's a hunch supporter. He's easily Christians are easily brainwashed. Same with the Catholics because they don't do anything with the priests. They're molesting.
Good guy. So yeah, he's pretty much a hater. So he's a follower too. He listens and then he just does it. He's a follower. He's just as bad as his subscribers, his sheep subscribers. Yeah, they listen to something, they sponge it all up, and then they spew out the same.
Because they want to. They give stuff to him to piss people off. I don't. It's what they do. They love to donate to this guy. But people just, he never hurts to ask, right? So to do a video, it's just like Camo Dave.
Stuff.
What?
And then
Why did Camo Dave leave YouTube? He died. Who was that airplane lady with her dad? Why did she leave YouTube? She died. A lot of people leave YouTube only when they die. They don't just leave. I know podcasters will delete their stuff and just don't come back because they don't. It's not what they expect, right?
I want to keep saying, "Oh yeah, I want to go back to the good old days and everything." Dude, they never were good for you.
Your safety toe work commercial used to be tough.
Hang on a second.
Putting them on, that should be easy.
There you go.
Go back to the good old days and everything. Dude, they never were good for you.
Dude.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm backing off on them. I'm sorry, I'm not giving up. It's just that I can't stand them anymore. It's the same old crap.
You love him.
I mean, hey, we might come on maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So now he's backing off on it. Okay. To say this, that means you're he's just he's always being triggered. There's nothing else you're going to do. I mean, he's your center of your universe. It's like going back for num-nums with your girlfriend, right? And you get her pregnant, right? It's just the sex is so good. You go back for num-nums, and guess what? The birth control doesn't work, and you're trapped.
2 weeks, I don't know.
You'll be back.
It all depends what he's going to do too.
See, because you'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm done with him.
No, you're not.
So I'm going to have to
No, you're not.
I might even have to change the channel's name.
Liar. I'll blow you. I will blow you. Okay, you'll be back. Don't worry about it. I don't stop the guy. I can just type in his stuff. Don't worry. He'll be back. He'll be bitching about him sooner than later. I mean, he's like a nice man. Call the show, call a podcast. But half these idiots don't know how to dial a phone number in the first place. But you don't worry. To do this video, just tell him you'll be back.
I mean, if when I'm subscribed, that's fine too. But we'll figure something out. I just won't be putting a video up every day or every other day.
Liar.
Especially for him.
Liar.
No. I'm going to boycott him, okay?
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No.
And for me, I had him on as subscribe because, I didn't want to search him out every day, so I had some.
I don't subscribe to this guy. I don't subscribe to anybody. I can just type in his name and I'll pop the hater channels. It's not that tough. It just auto-fills. Papa Grizz, I've never say, Dave, I don't sub. You look at my sub list, I don't have very small. I want to find somebody, I'll go look. If I want to go listen and keep it in the camera, which I don't, I can go look. I don't type.
Subscribe to him, but yeah, I'm done with that dude.
Dude,
I'm gonna boycott him.
You're not gonna boycott him, okay? He's probably triggered from me saying the haters. That's what you're doing. Your whole channel is about some guy who you hate to watch. Again, a certain food I don't like, and I eat it every single day. I hate this meal. I don't like eggs. Every morning I have eggs. It just blows me away. He's a grown-ass man. Grown. So,
not going to talk about him anymore.
Liar.
I'll think of something else.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, don't look for too many from me. I might comment on some of the other.
Yeah, like what? What are you going to do? You going to get a camera and go walk around, show us something? I doubt it. I can't see the guy, Jerry Byrne. I call him Jerry. Just, I mean, he's going to bitch with other YouTubers, like just like Blind View does, bold-faced line. You know, it's just this. It's just. He's an old man. That's your addiction, bitch boy.
Channels, just for fun and everything.
For fun.
Let's see what they're up to. I want to know. Hey, Ziggy and I. You know what? Might be kind of cool if you could talk about your hunting trip if you want to. I mean, don't tell us where you're going or anything.
He isn't going to do that either, Ziggy and I. He's not going to do that. Go show people. It's like, hey, like I said, I get what I get in my adventure channel. I get it. They don't push out like they used to. It's all about live streaming other behavior. I highly doubt. Why don't you go do something with your camera? Go get a DJI and go do something substantial. I dare you. I mean, I quit drinking alcohol. I'd rather have a beer, but his addiction.
But what are you going to go hunting for? You going to go hunting for deer?
Yeah.
Or what?
Okay.
Are you going bow hunting?
What?
Are you going rifle hunting?
I don't know.
Are you going shotgun slug hunting?
I don't know.
Because some places there you got to use a shotgun slug to, for a deer.
Jerry Burns here.
Area.
Jerry Burns.
So yeah, it'd be interesting. You guys going to stay in a cabin or what?
And who knows?
So yeah, it'd be interesting. So you kept talking about the UP, and I thought, what's the UP? I'd look it up. The Upper Peninsula. Yeah, okay.
Upper Peninsula, yeah, okay.
So
you're an old man, you should know that.
Upper Michigan.
Yeah, very good.
Oh yeah.
Very good.
I think that'll be interesting. Yeah, you can go into a little bit more detail if you feel like it. I don't know.
Appreciate the...
Yeah, Sarasota Tim, he's not worth it anymore.
Don't worry about it. You'll be back.
Nah.
No. Don't worry about it. You'll be back.
He's just one of those followers, too, He's grifting off of it. And,
you love it. You love
he's
it.
Like Darlene said, he's a chameleon. He will adapt with everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If I don't know.
What don't you know?
Nothing's going to change in the world. I hate to tell you overnight there, Timmy boy.
Yep.
You're going to be dead before long anyway. Yeah, he's just grifting off that carb diet. I'm tired of hearing about that. I'm tired of hearing about
Quit your crying.
Going over to the mall. Tired about Crusher for Christ. I don't know why he's doing it anymore. He hardly gets any views on it.
Because he's doing to piss you off, and that's what he's doing, because it pisses people off. People like yourself, it does it. He knows how to trigger people, and I'll tell Timmy any day, just keep on doing what you gotta do. Keep on crushing, keep on pissing people. This old man right here, he's like a nice person. Him and what's the other gentleman that talks about? He's a nice guy too as well. Carl. They're gonna watch. That's all they know. That's all they know is hate watching. None of these people leave the house. They don't. None of them do. Vital whales. None of them do.
Yeah. Somebody must be donating some money for it. That's all I can think. Yeah, he's just doing that. And I think the authorities are going to be coming after him soon. They'll be knocking on the door.
Who?
They're going to be looking for him.
Yeah, okay.
And I got a feeling, too, that Tammy's in on it.
Oh, wow.
I got a feeling that back then when they applied for those loans...
Oh, Tammy. Oh, Tammy. You're in big trouble.
He got her to sign something like as an employee.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Really? Is that what you're thinking, Lincoln?
They might be come knocking on her door first.
Oh, no.
Then she'll tell him where he's at. Yeah. So that'll be late breaking news, and that'll be fun, huh?
Oh, you'll be there, huh? Okay.
So we'll talk to you sometime. Like I said, I'm going camping. Don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have my Starlink down there. Might upload some camping stuff. We'll see what goes on.
Why not?
You guys all had a good Monday, and enjoy it. Because you know what?
What?
The weekend's right around the corner.
Okay.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye. Okay. This is the one where he was bitching about me. This is the one where he was looking for Tim. Here we go. Hang on. Okay, here we go.
Right to the source,
Now he's in the...
4 years ago.
He's in his house.
Just drive right up there.
You got too many commercials in this son of a bitch. Way too many commercials.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's looking for you, Sarasota.
Here we go. He believed what he saw.
And that's why he's so skittish, you know. That's where he lives.
I don't think so.
Now, Tim, doesn't matter. I mean, yeah.
This
Not
is
coming for you or anything.
feeble old man
There
here.
to serve you papers. No. I'm sure anybody can find you, that's for sure. So, keeps talking about, going out west and stuff like that, but I don't think he's coming out here, for a while.
He must live in
talked
Arizona.
about that, because he's waiting for the gifts to come in on the holidays here. His cards and stuff. Plus,
What?
I wonder if he had to sign a lease for that rental space there for his Flagstaff trailer.
Okay, that's enough of that. Because I'm gonna go listen to. We're gonna break down what's her name. She did one bitching about him. Let me see. I think I got it here. Let me see. What the hell? I thought I had it on here. Let me see. I swear to God I had it on here. Miss Vicki. I know it's Miss. Let me see. Miss Vicki. I listened to it. Miss Vicki. There we go. Well, Ms. I'm sorry. Ms. Vicki. I gotta do MZ. Sorry about that, guys. I listened to it so I'd have it in my Miss Vicki. Here we go. Like she's a gangster. Miss Vicki. Let's see. Timmy. She's going on like 5 months ago. So let's see. Let me see. All right, we'll go into here. Here we go. All right. Monday. So, Tim, why do I watch him? Okay, here we go. Okay.
Score up to 60% off Christmas trees.
So, let me see what the hell she was. I shared it. There we go.
I do get bored at times.
Okay.
Something like that. Because Tim is bored. No doubt in my mind, Tim is bored.
Well, okay, if you're bored, young, I don't know if she works or not. Okay, if you get bored to watch this, there's too many. Go watch Wonder Hussy, young lady. If you want to watch somebody that does something substantial and runs her mouth, she does twice a week, and you can listen to her babble on about something. But she's trying to make excuses why she listens to him because she's got nothing else to do.
So
I think she's in love with him. I think Miss Vicki is in love with him. I think she's in love with him. I really do.
my thing is, and I gotta go.
Yeah.
Is
What? Yes.
If he would stop telling people what to do and how to live their life and act like that they're not.
Then you don't need to listen to him, sweetheart. And you don't need to listen to him. You don't. You don't need to listen to the guy. Why? If he wants to tell people how to live their life and they're dumb enough to listen to this guy, that's his business. I mean, my God, it's like, oh my God. She's like one of Miss Vicki. She's like a nice lady, man, but you're not the YouTube police.
Living their life if you choose to work or if you choose not to retire.
And that's her business. I could retire now if I want to. I could.
7 or 70. You need to not tell people they're crazy or because that only makes you look like. That's when I tell you that. You know, some people say I diagnose him. I don't diagnose him. I diagnose what he portrays. Not.
She reminds me of Debbie Daly because Debbie Daly would do that with people. She would try to diagnose others. She did that to me one day. It's like I nicknamed Debbie Daly the herpes of podcasting. She became enraged. She was so triggered by that. She sent me emails. She was so pissed. That's up to one of my highest Sprocker. She was the herpes of podcasting. So to me,
Tim, but this
young lady
character that he is portraying, that's what
she's being the YouTube. And I think she's in love with him.
If he was truly eating carnivore,
Yes.
he would have lost.
Yes.
I would say 5 pounds by now.
Okay.
That's why I say.
Well, young lady, maybe don't talk about weight issues. I think you maybe are mixing a salad, young lady. So I'm just telling you.
And it's the too much cheese or whatever.
I do like cheese.
But he would have lost 5 pounds from that. Now, something can be said for holding your weight or whatever. But I still say there's somewhere along the lines he's cheating. Either it's the too much coffee or it's the too much cheese.
And is that your business if he's cheating on his stylist?
We know the nuts are not good.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to measure nuts.
Why don't you move down there and live with the guy?
At the beginning, years ago.
Yeah.
But now I don't eat nuts.
You're a nut.
Now, I'll tell you right now.
What?
I don't follow it all the time. Never said I did.
Okay.
So don't come over here and telling me, here I am telling you what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I'm talking about the Tim people that come over here and act like that shouldn't be telling him what to do.
You shouldn't.
I'm not telling him what to do. I'm just telling him what he's doing wrong.
That's your same thing. He isn't going to listen to you, young ass. He ain't listen to me. That's his own. He's a grown ass man. This woman is obsessed with him, or she's in love with him, or he didn't respond. I think because women are like that. Let's go with thin places. For some reason, women are visual, and they always try to change. She's a do-gooder. This woman.
So I know what
she's a do-gooder.
I know what you do wrong because I do wrong all the time. So I know, but I know when I follow it exactly.
She's a Southern belle. Ooh, at the beginning of it.
I also knew it was the same day as the barbecue festival.
She's driving.
In the back of my mind that he and Tammy have a place, they're just not telling anybody.
Okay.
But then again, who knows? I mean, he's bought this stuff to where he don't have to use the stove. And Carl thinks he's got the camper for sale. Well, my thing is the camper's always for sale. My thing with Tim is that anything he has is for sale at any time.
Of course.
As long as he's got a place to live. So he will never sell the camper unless he has a place to live. Mm-hmm. And I don't believe he's staying with Fred and Rafaela. I just do not. Do I think he's taking advantage of them? Probably so. But, they can say no. So if they let him, more power to them. That's all I know. I mean, they know how he is. They know he's going to take advantage of it. They've known him long enough now. Okay, they've known him longer than we have.
I'm not going to go any farther here. What's this? What did he send me? Angry Stewie, the real celebrity? Yeah, Dave 25 was a loser. I saw that one. That was hilarious. That one was funny. That was hilarious. Douche. But, anyways, she's like a nice lady. I'd love to have her call the show, but she is what I call a do-gooder. And women are like that. And that's how Amberly Ambrosia was, W1 Network, and she was going on with the idiot here. And let me see. Someone like LOL, so you reply. But I am getting a lot of views on that one I did. A ton of them on the one that 420 is pretty good. That's a non-monetized channel. But I found it's pretty funny. I mean, some people understand it's for fun. They understand it. That it's just having some fun there, in Tim in Sarasota. But this Miss Vicki, nice lady, but she is the do-gooder, and she's like the YouTube police. That's why people like Blind View, who I think is not blind. I think he's just, a little sided, but their whole channels are about other YouTubers. Yeah, I've talked about people. I've done it on my other channel, on the Adventure channel. I put one about Dave once in a while, but pretty much every single day I come over here on this podcast. I will talk about people, yes. If I talked about in her defense, Wandering Gypsy had a stalker my age, was harassing her. I don't know if he still is. But I'll mention the Huss when she does something. But the Huss is a very good dry beggar. She's a sweetheart, and I want to see her be successful. I want to see even Carolyn RV, who, what's his name, Line Screw's obsessed with her. I want to see her be successful. Any woman on this video platform that goes out and gets there and tries to make it their own, I will support them 110% because they will be devalued right away by somebody, okay? Been harassed. And I know Hussy gets a lot of angry emails because she wears, I have a pair of those sunglasses before she had them. It's a what do you want to call it? It's a red, white, and blue one, right? And I've worn that before. And she shaved her undergarments, whatever, her armpits, right? One left, one right. People rip on her because think she's a liberal and whatever else. But I'll support her. You want to go listen to somebody that puts 2 videos out a week and talks and rambles on, go for it. Listen to Husk, go listen to Wandering Gypsy, go listen to Carolyn RV. There's an Anna chick out there. I've seen a couple of hers come through once in a while. I mean, I don't know. I mean, nothing special, but then there are people out there that work hard every single day and do videos, and you can go listen to Cartbagger, the Daily Woo if you want. And there's people that you can do it. I mean, Cartbagger's the same behavior. I mean, he's got 500,000 subs. Billy gets 16,000, and I'm not thinking very much either. But it's just amazing. These Sarasota haters, they just are obsessed with this guy. And I don't hate the guy. I could really care less who the hell he is. But I just when you type in his name and you see all these people that waste good suffering on this guy, and the last guy, that one guy, it's funny as hell, the grifter, Anonymous. It's absolutely hilarious that he claims he's going to stop. No, you won't. Because you're going to watch the guy, you're going to see the title. I mean, leave your house, take your camera, and go show buddy something like you want your buddy to do, Ziggy and I. Hey, this is where I am. There's so many, I don't know where you live in Arizona. I mean, my brother used to live in Snowflake. There's a lot of things. Wonder how she does all the time. She goes in the desert and she goes places. Go do something. But these haters, again, it's just like the saturated content. All he does is talk about other YouTubers. Same thing as a couple of people that just would bitch about Cartbagger and Demonic, whatever, Abyss, and then and Troll Patrol. I get it, man, but it's just nonstop skullduggery bitching, right? I mean, the Spreaker drama was so fun with News Guy, and he would have like a music come on, and he'd talk about me, rip on me. What's his name? What was his name again? Paul Dembski would rip on me and call me all kinds of names. It was fun. A lot of these haters will call. If Sarasota Tim goes into this like a restaurant, they call the manager. It pisses me off. That really pisses me off when he does that, when they do that. When they call a manager and when he goes someplace. I think that's BS. I think that's garbage. Let's do this one here. When they're calling business that he goes into and patronizes it, But I did see the one where he didn't want to buy the meal behind him because it was too expensive. Crushing for Christ and the best cup he's ever had. But people like these Vicki and other people on here that think they want to keep his feet to the fire, the guy's going to say things to piss you off. That's what he's going to do. Just if he keeps drawing, and that's what he does. He's going to say, Daily Woo does that. He says things on purpose to piss people off. That's what he does. Then people get mad about it, and then just passing through, nice guy. He's obsessed with the Daily Woo. He's obsessed with them. He watches his videos, expects certain things out of them. He expects this or that, and it's just. And who's the other couple of guys he talks about? The homie, what the hell's his name? I can't remember a couple of these people, but there's a lot of good people out there that are good YouTubers out there. Fiesta Adventures, Sidetrack Adventures. They do a couple here. They're up and coming YouTubers that you could go waste good suffering on instead of bitching about this. It's this phenomenon that it blows me away. And I love ripping on I love ripping on the haters. I really do. That they're so concerned and so pissed off of what he says that they'll do I'm not gonna talk about him. Baloney. It's all you know, sweetheart. It's all you know, young man. An anonymous grifter. It's all you know. It's all you know. I saw Dr. Phil says what's his name, is not a hater, I guess. Not a bully. Donald J. Trump. Okay. Yeah, okay. But it makes me laugh, makes me cry. Which is just in faith-based leaders place hands on Trump and pray for him. That's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious that they put their hands on and prayed for the guy. That's hilarious. But But again, young lady, I think you're a do-gooder. For some reason, you have to dictate what he does, and there's at least 15 hater channels, at least. That's funny with the hunch. Just in the faith-based leaders place their hands on him and pray while he closes his eyes. That's nice. That is so nice. Trump rally breaks record and MSPM loses it on air. Yeah, people get triggered. But anyway, so it is time for voting 2024. I'm going to vote Libertarian. And there's a ton of, I was talking to Douche on the phone. He says he's going to vote Kamala. Okay, Kamala, and get that done, I guess. How many responses did I have on that? On like 18. I have a shitload of responses on that. On this, the one I did, a whole shitload of them. I'm like, oh my goodness. But it's gonna be interesting, to say the least, as we run towards who wants to be the 47th president of the United States of America, right? The plagiarizer, or is it going to be forked tongue, right? I don't know. I just oh my goodness! I giggle and I cackle and I lie. I just do with this behavior that's going on, and people pissing and moaning, get out and vote. All this behavior going on. We'll see. Kamala, and they're already brainwashing people that there's people screwing around with the votes. They're already doing that fear mongering already, which the hunch did in 2020, 2019. He was already saying they're going to steal the election, so he put that in the minds of their of the people, and they're doing that already. And then it's the same thing with Too Big to Rig, right? He's on Rogan for a 3-hour show, and I thought he said, "Why bother to debate?" Because didn't he say that why bother to debate if they're not voting, whatever, they're already voting, whatever, then why you still campaigning? So yeah, it's get out and vote in 2024, you guys. I think she's gonna win. I don't think the Republicans that want him in. I just don't, because he wants to be a fascist. And he wants, this mass deportation. I'm just wondering, are you just going to go house to house like Hitler did? Just start ripping people out of their houses? I'm just curious how that's going to happen. I'm just wondering how that's going to happen. I'm just curious. I don't know. I wonder. This I know, for the Bible tells me so, right? I don't know. But begging season is close at hand. First day of November coming up Friday. Let's see if Sweet's in the building. Let's see. Fear Mongering Radio is calling. Fear Mongering Radio. No Fear Mongering Radio.
The email.
What is... I keep forgetting his name. I keep forgetting... Cory. Let's see if Cory is around. Let's see if Cory's around. Cory. Too bad I can't get a little crawfish. Cory Steel. Let's see if he's available. Cory Steel.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to connect you.
Yo, it's begging season. Pick up on YouTube. We're going to be crushing Christ here. Cory Steel told Tard Show, pick up the phone. For once in your life, pick up the phone. I don't know why you don't pick up the phone.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
You are a coward. You never call. You never, ever pick up. You're just a coward. That's all you are, is a coward. I don't know why you don't pick up and call the phone, call the show, pick up the phone. I want to know what's going on with your boy. Okay? G-Money, the pimp comic? What the hell? Talking sports? G-Money? Let's see if G-Money's got a Twitter, twatter. G-Money? He hasn't tweeted anything since. Hey, G-Money, what's going on, brother? Hey, man. Let's call into G-Money. Let's see if G-Money is available on Blog Talk Radio Network. Let's see. Where were we here now? Call G-Money. Shall we? Let's call G-Money. G-Money. We call him Blog Talk Radio Network. Oops. Okay, 35, 60. Here we go. All right, here we go. Lord of the Dawn.
Blog Talk Radio. Welcome to Blog Talk Radio. You are now in the host queue.
40 to 7. You got on Commanders and Under, and it was Commanders and Under.
G-Money.
All right, that's another win for G-Money. So that's 9 wins and 2 losses. Let's go to game number 12.
Pick up the phone.
Game number 12, Kansas City Chiefs.
G-Money.
Let's go 49ers. 28 to 18.
Pick up the phone,
You
dude.
bet on Chiefs and Under, and it was Chiefs and Under.
Yeah. Way to go.
All right, that's a win for G-Money. So that's
All right, brother.
10 wins and 2 losses.
Yep.
Let's go to game number 13.
Game number 13, Pittsburgh Steelers beat the New York Jets 37-15. You bet on Jets and over, but it was Steelers and over.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a loss for G-Money.
They don't want to pick up the phone. They don't want to pick up. I guess this comedian roast on the hunch, he did some behaviors bomb after they were all pissed off. He was about Puerto Rico. That's a nice island. That's a nice place. I like that place. I've been there. It doesn't even work, but what's this? What's about Poplar Rumor Swirl? Poplar Restaurant probably closes almost 50 locations. Huh. I see. See, Denny's is closing a few. I think it was Denny's. I think it was. It's too bad. Popeyes fried chicken. But it is the begging season. We're close at hand. I tell you what, man, Yahoo, I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Yahoo. I want to look at something here. I want to look in Minnesota. I want to look at some boats. I was looking at the other day. One day I was going to buy a boat, which I know just not going to happen. Let me see. Books, boats. Let me see. I was looking at some. There's a couple here inexpensive. Looking at a couple of party barges and stuff too as well. Bennington. All kinds of boats for sale here. You see this in the lake. This is a party barge. 8,000. Moose Lake, Minnesota. It's not bad. This is a nice small 17-foot one. This is a nice one right here. 17-foot one's nice. With trailer. 28 grand. Holy jimaloli. Not cool little small one. It's nice. My brother-in-law bought one. I'm like, what the hell are you buying one for? You're blind and you have nothing better to do. Some of these are just huge boats. I don't know how they sell them all. Especially the Potty Podge. Premier Sensation. $53,000. Are you effing kidding me? Oh, holy balls, the size of basketballs. Oh my goodness. Let's go over here to but the baggage isn't close at hand. It really is. It's very, very close at hand. Let's go look at the let's go on this. Let's go to Sarasota, Brandon. So I've been down to Brandon before. So let's go look at missed connections in Sarasota, Frisco, Samerton. Let me see. Hi, Francisco. I lost your contact, but if you would please answer me back. Last time I see you when you were bringing me to the park near Walmart, I-75 City Road, where we were met at Walmart, 7534. We were met at Home Depot University. I tried to post it sometime, but it flagged without any reason. Please contact me. Well, they don't want to. Pimento, Walmart. So every time I have seen this lady, she is an older lady, guessing her mom or something. Also, odd enough, I was someone myself. Anyway, super cute. Who knows? Super cute. Cats are cute. Beautiful woman in the gray Ford Mustang, Lakewood Ranch. I saw you walk out of the Panera, and you drove away in your very nice gray Ford Mustang. You then parked in the same spot 5 minutes later. I drove away, realized I should have said something when you were gone. Ha ha. I was parked 2 spots away from you. If you would please respond with that type of car I was driving. Oh, you stalker. What the hell's wrong with you? Ventana 92, Venice. You flirt with me and I'm trying to connect with you and you can't. See, I'm only hoping you'll see this so we might meet sometime. Great. I'm the loving dad. Okie dokie. Surf RV, you fell, Pimento. We met at the pool. You slipped from your RV while walking, and your dog was hoping to check on and be connected. Please reply so I know it's you. Okay, okay. I'll respond. Ha! Tarpine Point, Venice. Brave, new, mature lady in the next table in Sarasota. A few weeks ago on May Street, you tried to make the best of the sorry situation of your dinner meal. He was tired, unfocused, was not remotely up to being with you. Your desire to arrive by him caught me by attention. However, I have the right to take his place. If you need this and you have the experience, drop me a line. I will not disappoint. So, I mean, I highly doubt they'll be on Craigslist like me right now, okay? Missing Jane, Sarasota County. Missing Jane Doe. Okie dokie, bitch. 917 Beach. Bitch, please. Brunette at the beach parking lot. Your car was gray. Email me. Maybe you can do it again, but closer. Meet up 301 Duncan's. If it happens to see this, it would be good for you to get together again. Come by here. Okay. Bitch. Yeah, I'm still there. I'm still on the line. They haven't picked up, so. Let's go over here. Let's see. I'll do this one. I love Craigslist. Ready for nighttime play? 5 minutes ago. For anybody. Okay. Okie dokie. Who is it? Let's see. You don't seriously think the pots are reading in here from the actual girls' board at home, do you? Oh, okay. It's just a pornography. Bangers, fun. Okay, that's a pornography one. Eyes met at Walgreens, St. Petersburg, 40 minutes ago. Wasn't me. I wasn't down there, so. You were working at Walgreens, 4th Street North and 39th Avenue North by the photo center. I was walking and I kept looking back at you. You were looking back at me the entire time. I should have turned around or come back and say hello. I have shaved head and was wearing a light blue t-shirt. I know who I should call. I should call Ted the Talking Head. Let's call Ted the Talking Head. Let's call Ted. What's it call Savage the Apple Ass? Yep. Oh. Ted, you there? Ted, pick up. Ted the Talking Head.
A while ago. Hey, what's happening?
Hey, thanks for calling the show.
Good, what's going on?
Not much. Oh, what a bad Sunday for your Jets and my Cowboys.
Terrible.
I was listening to Greeny, and he said it was the most embarrassing team in 30 years in any sport. The total destruction of your team.
Yeah, I mean, it always hurts more the day after, but
Yep.
yeah, it's definitely up there.
Yep.
It's definitely up there. I would have thought for sure, if I was a betting man, that they would have at least covered the spread, man, but they didn't even win outright. So
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
scary, man.
Yeah, my Cowboys
Not
got
good.
embarrassed last night in Fortune Cookie Country.
Yeah, but that's a tough team, man.
Yeah, I know.
You know, it's you didn't lose to the Patriots.
Right. I said before. I mean, I've gotten 11 right so far this week. So I just said if this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 11 right so far. I said if this Jets team lose to this game, there's hell to pay. I took your Jets.
Everybody would, because, dude, they got Devontae Adams. You know, they're going to turn it around. He's got a new coach, figure it out, have a good effort.
Yep.
They came out and spit the bit.
But here's what I called out to my lovely wife, the VP of speculation. When you had the first game that you had with the new coach, and he was trying to do both, okay, offense and defense, and I told her this is wrong, and they literally said the same thing because they were discombobulated. I mean, if I was elevated the head coach, I'd elevate you to defense and someone to offense and say, okay, you run the defense, you run the offense, I'm going to be listening in. Because he's trying to do both. This isn't like coaching a hockey team.
No, he doesn't know what he doesn't know what he's doing. That's the problem.
That's why you put people at two positions that know what they're doing, and you just kind of, you're there to bounce ideas off in the meeting. And it isn't like me and you coaching a Bantam C team here in town. You can't make it. I can stand behind the bench and tell 15-year-old kids jump over the boards. It's that's a little. But this is where you have to have a scheme and you have to have someone thinking about it. He was trying to run both, and it showed again because he's trying to just.
No, it's the worst. It's the worst. One of the worst run teams in all of sports. So that makes sense that they do everything wrong. You know, that's not how a winning team does that.
Right. It's organization.
Yeah, well, that's the Jets, man.
You can't have a head coach trying to call defense. Your head coach is, you listen to both sides. You're listening in on, you call the play. You know, I may give you an idea or whatever, but you're listening in and you're coaching guys up on the sideline while you're doing your job on defense and offense. And during the week, you're going into different meetings. You're listening to defense. You say, no, let's not do this, do that. But you're giving advice. Your job is, I'm hiring you to run the defense for the Jets. Let's do this right. You know what I'm saying? But I said that as soon as I heard that, I'm like, that's wrong. And they called within 5 minutes. They called it out what I said because he was trying to do both, and it's just not. Yeah. I'm like, what are you doing, man? This is the national fix. This is the NFL.
Well, yeah, but you know that's how they get. That's why they ever made the playoffs in 15 years, man.
I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, I listened to. I just got home yesterday, so I was listening to the New York sports today. You know, on the apps and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, they're destroying them. I mean, it just shouldn't be.
No, I know it's just sad. The coach just come on. It's not that tough to promote somebody in your defense to run the defense, and someone runs the offense, and you say, let's work together as a team. We're going to get Devontae Adams. What are we going to do here? Instead of trying to do both. It's called micromanaging. You know what I'm saying?
They used all their timeouts in the first 12 minutes of the first quarter.
That's what I heard. See, that's what I'm telling you. It was confusing.
I mean, what is it? You know, that's not how you do things.
I was like, oh my God.
You know, you got to get somebody in here, whether you know, I mean, at this point, you might as well try to get a big coach in here for the rest of the year and then keep him.
Right. Because you bring in Devontae Adams, you know, that's not, you know, and it's just going downhill. And they've gave the Bullface everything he needs, and the Shavaran got fired. That team I mean, the Jets are a mess. They are a mess.
Yeah. Well, the problem is the defense isn't as good as they think.
Correct.
That's a big problem. You know? I mean, Rodgers has actually been playing okay.
Right.
He didn't do nothing wrong yesterday. They scored with, you know, seconds left on the clock.
Yep.
You know, 20-something seconds. I mean, you're not going to win that.
Did you see that Hail Mary against the Bears?
Yeah.
It was hilarious. I saw a video. This lady was doing a video. The Bears guy was smack talking the Commanders when they're getting ready. He's waving at the people, and then the play starts, and he realized he's got to start running back. And he was the one that tipped it to the guy, but he was talking.
Hilarious.
He was talking smack and pointing at him, waving at him instead of paying attention what he's doing. So all of a sudden the play starts, and he realizes he starts getting back in the end zone, and he was one that tipped it. I mean, he apologized. It was too late now. Poor choice. You know, it's like, are you kidding me? Let's come on. Let's be professional. But he's talking. He's waving at the Commanders. You know, it's like, you idiots. That was a great tip. I saw that live. Like, I didn't think he was going to catch it. The way it went in the air, I thought, he's not going to catch it. It was kind of pumping in the air, but he caught it. I'm like, oh my God. I got that one right. I took the commies. So, but it was like, you know.
Yeah, both those teams are playing good.
Right, but. So, what do you think about the feeble old men? It looks like the yen, they might clinch it. And what is it? 2-2-1?
2-3-2.
2-3-2. Okay.
Yeah, 2. They play 3 in New York, and then 2 in LA.
Okay. I see. Do you think he'll? I don't know. If I was him, I wouldn't pitch. I'd play first base. I'd put him at first base. Like Joe Mauer went to catcher. He went to first base. I'd put him at first base if he can be an everyday player.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it. I wouldn't let him pitch, but you know, that's me. Mm-hmm. Because you need the bat. The bat's too good.
I agree. So how was New York?
Yeah, it was all right. You know, it was okay. Overpriced, over traffic. Mm-hmm. You know, lots of just red light cameras at every intersection.
Are you serious? Red lights?
Yeah, typical Democratic can't get enough of your money state, and everyone else is poor. You know what I mean? Just keep taking the money from the working class, but that's okay.
Are you ready for the hunch on the 5th day of November?
Yeah, I'm ready for. She's a dope, bro. She is. I mean, I hate to use the R word, but she's borderline that, man. Yeah. Like, what is she? Who is she?
I know.
Where'd she come from?
I know.
She's installed, bro. She's part of the deep state too, like the rest of that place.
Right. We'll see what happens here. I don't know.
She'll win. She'll win. They're not gonna let Trump win.
Right. I just said that. I think he's already doing. They're stealing it. It's too big to rig. But they'll be. I just hope she does win. I hope there's no violence. I don't want to.
Well, she doesn't win. She's installed. I mean, he's selling it. Seriously, dude.
No.
Look at Madison Square Garden. You have tens of thousands of people outside.
Right.
Did you see that or no?
No, I didn't see that.
The hunch was in Madison Square Garden, complete capacity, tens of thousands of people who couldn't get in outside.
Really?
Yeah, she couldn't fill up a McDonald's. Or did she work there? Didn't she work there?
I guess.
Allegedly.
Yep.
We're from the middle class. She's from the middle class, right? Middle class neighborhood. Yeah.
I went through a McDonald's for my video. I was making fun of the Sarasota Tim haters, and so I did he calls it I'm doing some video on the non-monetized channel, Crushing for Christ, and I was buying people coffee. The meal behind me, I pull up, right? Mine was $10, and I go, what's the meal behind me? And it was $11. I said, I'll pay for it. So so that's what I did, So he does one, okay, he does that, buying a cup of coffee. So he gets up there, right? And okay, this guy's a Christian guy. He's begging. He's always dry begging on YouTube. Sarasota Tim. There's like about 15 channels. I pretended I was down in Sarasota looking for him in the woods, and people believed me, right? And then I was looking for him in the woods. So I did a Crushing for Christ. I did buying a cup of coffee. So he goes through the other day, right? And he gets up there, and they're like, how much for the next one? It was $16. Oh, that's too rich for my blood. Again, counting your own money. If you're going to do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to buy it, I've done it before, but it was an older couple. I waved and they were in a Kia. And I'm like, there's like an older couple behind me. And they waved it right away. I waved back and I said, "You're welcome." They drove by. I've done it before, regardless of my video. I've done it before. I bought somebody something, But he gets up, he's too ballless to actually do his talking, Instead of, so he asked somebody three ones back for coffee. You know what I'm saying? So it's Sarasota Tim. This guy is my age, and he talks about Social Security and everything else, and it's just kind of hilarious. So some of these people on here are just obsessed with them, and they're just their whole channel. I mean, I talk about people. That's what I do on here. But some of these channels, it's all they do is sit in their house and bitch about other YouTubers. That's all they do. They don't leave the house like I do the camera. I went to the boat show. I have like 7 videos coming. I walked through the whole boat show.
You had a boat show?
Yeah, then you can go to the Couple Adventure, and I did just walking along, look at the boats, whatever. Just a fun little, promoting the boats, whatever. I've been to car shows before, having some fun, whatever it may be. But there's a lot of good adventure channels on YouTube you can go watch, and you watch that one Elvis guy besides this Sarasota Tim guy who they call it dry begging. So let's just say I'm doing something, I want something. Wonder how she did one day. She liked a new chair, and she liked a chair, so a guy bought her a knockoff, and she bitched in a video, "I appreciate the chair, but it's a knockoff," instead of just saying thank you. But she'll in her birthday, is in September, back-to-back years on her Facebook, she had about 50 gifts from people.
Yeah.
And people, guess what they sent into her address? And she lives in a town with her address, and people show up at her house because guess what? If you're going to do that, men are visual. People will show up at your house. So this weekend, there's a YouTube in that town. A bunch of YouTubers are going to be there, and people wait in line to meet her and give her money. That's what they do. They wait for 8 hours in the heat to talk to her and her sister, shake her hand. But you know what they're doing? Pictures and money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It never hurts to ask, but there's so many dry begging on here. People will do, "Oh, it's so expensive." It's like me asking for, when I do my YouTube stuff, I got to drive around and I get cigars. They cost whatever they cost. So, I lost 2 pairs of sunglasses last year, but I found one, another pair somewhere else. But it's like me saying, it's like, "Oh man, it cost me my car cost me this much gas." It's just amazing. I want a new. It's just people they hint on things and then people send it to them, or they have an Amazon wish list. So So you that's what they do. Like, please send me something. And I love the hustle. I think she's a great young lady. She's she did one where she was shaving her under, because she has real hairy armpits, So, oh yeah. So people thinking that she wears these, which I have a pair of them too as well. I bought before she got them, but it's a heart sunglasses, the flag. So people think she's a trumpeter, and then she also smokes dope, and then she has these hairy underarms. So there was one of her friends he's a very wealthy guy, went to this very uppity party, and she was pissed that he didn't take her. She goes, "Well, because you're hairy underarms." He goes, "Because what's his name was going to be there, a couple big guys, because she wants to be famous. What's his name? The guy that Elon Musk was going to be there, because she wants to be famous, but he's like, I'm not taking you. You're 5'3". You have hairy underarms." So she shaved her left underarm. She wants people want to buy her hair. I'm like, just the dry begging these people. If YouTube can't carry you, then don't do it. It's like, I want my company to start paying me for gas money. Once in a while they'll give me a company truck to take home. Once in a while they want to run the miles before they get rid of it, and I'll do that. I'll take it back and forth. They pay for the gas. That's fine, but that's kind of fun to do that. But it's just amazing, these YouTubers on here. It's dry begging to the max. Everyone has a PayPal. I have a PayPal. I just put $105 in my account here from because the guy put my thumbnail on his thing when I was walking the woods, and I was wearing my fear-mongering shirt, which I knew I'd get. So people come to my fear-monger, who is this guy? So I made money on Spreaker.com. So I appreciate that. But thinking I'm looking for, they believed me that I was in Sarasota, Florida, looking for in the woods. We could tell it was Minnesota. The trees were turning, but they believed me that I was walking through Sarasota looking for this guy. Like, shut up. It's like, oh my God.
Shut up.
I want to prove on my non-monetized channel that you can put a video and bold-faced lie and people believe it. Just a bold-faced lie. I lie on purpose to flush out the truth, But it's just people just, remember, it's not a lie as long as you believe the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's as long as you believe it's the truth, right? I mean, I was listening to Aaron Hernandez and his fiance. He told me he didn't do it. That's all I needed. Okay, I can. You'll believe everything, right? People, because I mean, that one girl went to jail, Tanya, and she died of cancer 90 days because she didn't want to drop dime on him because she hit his car. The double shooting. She hit his car in her garage for a whole year.
Oh, how about that?
And the fiance kept saying, "I don't remember." The old evasive answers. So it's like they knew he was guilty. They just didn't want to try to drop time. His brother was the same way, and I listened to those conversations in jail. He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And listening to how the Bella cheat and going on, and it's just they all knew he was guilty as charged of killing these people, but they don't want to But, your name isn't Hernandez, woman. You're a fiance. You don't carry his last name until you get married. Because she wasn't smart enough to marry him while he was in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She should have, because if something happens, guess who gets the money? The daughter does, but guess who's spending it? She is.
That's right.
I told you before, $10,000 in overdrafts. So,
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, she's been spending, because I guess he has the retirement, the NFL, whatever the hell, when he died, it goes to he's not married, so it obviously goes to his child. So, she's 14 now, I think. So the bottom line is, it should have been no money until she's 21. I don't care. You take care of that child. Because then she got a baby from another guy who's a dirtball, a boxer who's a dirtball as well. So that whole thing, it's fun to listen to a lot of Aaron Hernandez behaviors out there. I was listening to one. It was called a Swamp documentary about Florida with Urban Meyer, and they barely touched on Aaron Hernandez, just about the shooting when he was 17, and a guy picked him out in a lineup. But then when Florida got hold of the Pouncey brothers, and Aaron slept through the interrogation, which tells me I'm going to sleep and not think about it, right? The guy backtracked. He doesn't remember. You know what I'm saying? So he probably shot somebody when he was 17, but they were some really good fixers because they got hold of the Pounceys, and the Pounceys knew what to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because somebody took a necklace off Pouncey's neck, so they tripped. So someone shot at the two guys, which probably was Aaron. I don't know, but just his behavior was nonstop. In Florida, that whole team. But it's called the Swamp, and a couple have done videos on it, like what they did, what they left out, because it's more of a pump up for Urban Meyer. How great Urban Meyer was. Remember, he quit because he had a family, but then went to the Ohio.
Yeah.
They had some good players down there. I mean, Spike was down there. All these guys. It was a great team, but a bunch of criminals. They all were. So
shocking.
Out in London, gangster. I'll never forget the morning when she goes, "You better sit down." I go, "What?" She goes, "Sit down." I go, "What?" She goes, "The gangster is dead." I go, "No way." I go,
man.
I go, "Are you kidding me?" She goes, "The gangster is dead." I was so pissed when he took his own life. Oh,
yeah.
Because I was getting a shitload of views, and people thought I was actually sending him a phone, into the prison. So that was actually, the gangster, and I was one giving him the phone. I was like, "Shut up! You really think that's
shut up?"
People don't. It was fun doing the gangster.
Good, poor Aaron. He's been dead a bit now.
Yes, 2017 took his own life.
Wow.
Hung himself in the and then the fiance wants answers. Man, it's like, listen, because the guy did some hallucination drugs, K2, whatever it was called, with one of the local guys in there. So I think that hallucination. I think he realized he wasn't going to get out, so that's why he hung himself. Because in the money, he thought that she would give up his contract, but he doesn't realize he settled with New England. He settled with them the contract.
Yeah.
So, but his pension went to his daughter, not her. Because she didn't marry him. She wasn't smart enough to marry him. But I've been listening to those conversations and she's just a bitch. Because she didn't like his mother.
Yeah.
And she's just, a woman is evil. Just to, calling him names, and and he always asks, who you go out with, whatever else. 1 minute, and it's just, he loved being in prison because it was 3 squares and he could play cards and he did.
Yeah, no one's gonna mess with him because he's he's crazy anyway.
Yeah, so he had a great time when he was, because he in jail was more fun. But when you went to prison, then you were in your jail cell more often. But in the jail, you were on top of a building overlooking Boston. He loved it. He was working out. People putting money in his canteen. he was just loving it, man. He was loving all this behavior.
Yeah.
He loved it, man. But
like he was like Tyson. Tyson liked it too.
Yeah, it's easy stuff, man. Three squares and free health insurance, whatever else, So
and you bank your money,
right? So he was loving it, man. But his fiance was smart. Should have married his ass. Should have married him. So when he died, you would have got his money. But she spent the daughter's money and on all kinds of stuff because it's money. Because she was living in his house. I don't know if they sold that house or not. Because he bought that house when he got his big contract. So. And his mother's evil. So was his brother. His brother got domestic, and it's just the whole family. I feel sorry for the daughter. Other than that, all these grown-ass people who just refused it to, said I don't know, whatever else. They all knew he was guilty. They all knew he was.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely was.
Hell yeah. Because that one guy that was a drug dealer that shot him in the eye, the reason he was a drug dealer, so they disqualified him. But I get it, But he knew he was guilty. That's why he knew he wasn't going to get off, and he was going to have to. That's why he figured if he would die, then Boston would say he was in. But they realized they changed that law after he died to say that no, you die. It was in going to appeals. You're still guilty. So they changed that law. So he didn't. He would have died, and if he died before, then he would have been an innocent man, thinking the daughter would have got paid, but she wasn't to get paid because guess what? You already settled with the New England Tea Partiers. Right. You settled with it. Crafty was best. Crafty was the best on the. What do you do for New England Patriots? It's funny, how he answered. It's like they need to answer the question. I do as I'm told, Like, shut up, But
shut up, yeah.
The gangster, Mr. Islanders. But that's the usual behavior on YouTube. These people, the dry begging is because November 1st is the official day. In the begging season, the holiday season, I've already heard commercials on radio wishing people happy holidays. Can we get past Halloween first? Can we get to the 1st of November? Can we get to the November 1st before you start wishing me Merry Christmas? Please?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Menards already had Christmas trees up 2 weeks ago in the whole Christmas behavior. I mean,
we don't even put up a tree.
Well, she's got a fake tree. She puts it up. We dragged it in. We put our bikes away. We put our stuff in the deck out in the back, and Hebrew slave picked up leaves and snapped them down. I spent like $4,000 on taking down trees in my yard because they were dead, so I don't have many leaves. But my next door neighbors, half the stuff come over are leaves.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna pick up their behaviors, but it's like 80% down. So
you put the convertible away?
Not yet. I still have the PT Cruiser out. Still have the fag car out.
Nice. Nice.
So, but.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't run that in the salt, right?
No, as soon as I'll probably. I usually go to November if I can. It's still nice to have the top. People look at me like I'm strange when I'm driving when it's kind of cold out, but that's what jacket is for,
Yeah.
That's what the jacket's for. What the hell?
How does the cars hold up to that road stuff they put down?
Well, now with everything's plastic, just fine.
Oh, okay.
Everything's plastic right now, so you don't really have that problem.
Yeah.
And the wheel wells that's why you see a lot of wheel wells rust up, because when they made them, they had little holes for some reason, and water got in there. But you see now the new Chevys, they have rubber over them now to protect those wheel wells.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Because I think the hooks would take them out of the thing, so they need something to hook onto. And so now you see the wheel wells have that plastic thing there to protect the wheel wells.
Yeah.
Because you look at it, they rust out. So everything's plastic now. So they really don't have the majority of the places, you don't have that much on the salt.
Good.
So that's why you run a classic car, you go down to Arizona, they're salt free down in Florida and Arizona. You drive down Route 66, and there's all kinds of scrap yards there that have all kinds of old cars. There's a guy on YouTube, I can't watch him because when he goes, he's so cool on his, he knows cars. He's so fun to watch. He'll go into scrap yards and tell you exactly what he's looking at. But he's really cool. He drives around a Woody, and he's really kind of cool. He drives around. Yeah. He's fun as hell. He's something. Oh my God! He drives in these scrap yards and he knows what he's talking about. When he was at some car and the guy goes, "What do you want?" He goes, "I have to get rid of another car. My wife won't let someone happen." But he'll look at a car and know. He's really fun to watch.
That's pretty cool.
Because once you go down that rabbit hole of old cars sleeping, you're never going to leave your house, because there's so many videos of people looking at old cars.
Yeah.
They're so fun. You know, it's just great. I love watching, going to old scrap yards in Arizona, you know, they don't scrap their cars. They hang on to them, you know. One guy, they would get scrapped. They would get cars from the state where they'd tow your car, and they wouldn't come back and get it. And he goes, I've contacted them. I found stuff on the cars on Facebook. They don't want to come and get it. They'd break down. They wouldn't come and get it. And they'd tow it in, and then they would just be sitting in the scrap yard forever, and they would never come and get it. You know.
Wow.
So he had all kinds of cool scrap yard, all kind of old cars in there. So.
Yeah.
You ever watch Meacham when they sell cars? And a lot of guys are my age or your age. They buy it because they can, and they buy it for $100,000. And they get their 2 minutes of fame, and then they'll hang on to it and sell it again because they can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get you're buying this. If I'm buying a $100,000 car, I'm driving the damn thing. I want to have a Lamborghini. I'm driving it, not looking at my garage, just smoking a joint, looking at the beer. You know.
Yeah, just look at it.
It's just, you have the beautiful one, you take her out, right? This is who I'm effing tonight, not you. You know.
I'd like to get a Batmobile, to be honest with you.
I saw one. There's one up here in a Batmobile up in Classic Cars up there in Rogers.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'd love to have one. It's up there. I saw a good obituary on the guy about 10 years ago. He died in L.A., the one that made all these vehicles. He would make them in his garage.
Oh, George Barris?
Yeah, it was really cool. He was very good obituary on him. So
Yeah,
there's a few of them out there. You can buy one. I think you look around, you can probably get one. You know, it'd be fun to
Yeah. I mean, they're expensive,
but they've got the money. What the hell, right?
You know, but cool though.
Right, absolutely. It'd be cool as hell.
Yeah.
I was at the auto show, and they had the old Batmobile, the new one there. It was cool as hell.
Oh, okay.
So it was really cool to see the older one, the newer one. It was cool. But you look at the Batmobile, it's a Corvette in the front. You can tell. It's a Corvette looking in the front.
Oh, really?
This is the way it looks. Yeah, it's a Corvette.
Yeah.
That's what he used for a mock-up. Just like with, have you ever seen the Polaris slingshots? It's a Corvette front end to it.
Oh, okay.
Just looks just like an old Corvette. I love the 81s. The year I graduated, I love those 81s.
Yeah, those are good.
Those are good years. They're just basic 427s, and I just love the look. They're making them look like Lamborghinis now. They're making them look like Lamborghinis.
Yeah, and they got the mid-engine too.
Correct.
Which is nice.
Right.
You know. Yeah, there's a big difference between the C6s and C7s.
Correct.
Oh, wow, very nice. So, but yeah.
Anything? So you had a good time in Florida? I mean, New York. I'm sorry, New York.
Yeah.
And the hurricane didn't get you, did it? Hurricane?
Yeah, we got it. You know, I had one tree on a fence I had to get down.
Okay.
But my neighbor had a tree go. You know, they needed a crane to take it off the roof.
Wow.
Yeah, big ass oak. So, yeah, it's you know, North Carolina, people still trying to dig out up there.
Yeah, it's some of that shit.
You wouldn't know it because the news don't talk about it.
I know. Well, again, it's people forget about the past. Whatever the next outrage is, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter who it is. Just people forget about it. They just we'll move on to the next thing. You know, next outrage.
Yeah. You know, so is what it is.
All right. Well, I got Din coming, and
very nice.
Appreciate you calling the show. I'm glad you had a good time, and I was looking real quick. Week 9. There are some major no-care games. I'm gonna tell you something. Why I have your young ass here. I'm gonna look at this real quick here, if you don't mind. I'm gonna look at real quick here sports. I'm gonna look at the I'm going to look at the NFL here. I'm going to right now. Let me see standings. I'm going to tell you right now. This is how many teams are standings right now. I want NFL. You morons. Hang on a second. I don't want Major League bums. Standings. Okay. Standings right now. Okay. This is how many teams now are under 500 or at 500. Okay. Yeah. NFC East, there's 3 you guys. Okay, it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 teams are at 500 or below. 17 teams.
Wow. Wow.
So what does that tell you? That's going to be some major fixing.
Yeah.
Because right now, the leader in the NFC, it's KC, Houston, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh are all the leaders with wild cards, Denver, Baltimore, and cockroaches. In NFC, it's Detroit, Washington, Atlanta, and Arizona, and Green Bay, Minnesota, and Philly. So Chicago is like 2 games out. So you don't want to start getting this. Right now, the AFC is pretty close with Indianapolis. But in here, real quick, week tonight, it's Pittsburgh by 6 so far over the Giants by 6.
Yeah. Giants aren't good.
So here's some no care game. Your Jets in Houston. Okay.
Yeah.
And then my Cowboys go to Atlanta. Okay. Miami goes to Buffalo, but you've got Vegas and Cincinnati. No one cares. Both under 500. Food Seal did pretty good. Yes, he won. Yes, that's pretty good food with Cleveland.
Yeah.
New England goes to Tennessee. 2-1-6 no care game. New Orleans no care game to Carolina. Smelly City. I mean, no one's going to care about that game. I mean, who cares? I mean, right? They're both 2-6, 1-7.
Yeah.
Denver and Baltimore will be fun. Jacksonville goes to Philly. Bitches and go out to Carolina, the Arizona Cupcakes, 4-3, 4-4. Kind of a big game is Detroit and Green Bay. Both that's gonna be a good game. Rams go to Seattle, 3-4, 4-4, and then you've got Tampa Bay. It goes to Chicklets. Imagine that. But kind of a no care week in week 9. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If your Jets
happens.
Your Jets, they get embarrassed watching me 2-7. I mean, it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
Shades of pull down green.
We'll be in draft pick mode.
Right.
So,
all right.
Maybe we'll get Rex Ryan back again.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show.
Yes, sir. Always good to hear your voice.
All right.
Say hey to Sue Ellen. I'll catch you.
All right. There he goes. Ted the Talking Head. I appreciate him coming on the show. He's always a good guy to have on and kick it old school. Remember the military men of the armed forces. We appreciate them all the time. Without them, we have little nothing at all. We appreciate out there, men, women, blue, the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, the Navy, and the Merchant Escort, Coast Guard, the Indian Uniform. Thank you so much. Appreciate balls the size of apple overvote trees. And God bless the working class, right? Eyes of glory. Eyes of glory. Shall we? Let's go eyes of glory. That's right. Your choices in life. Make good choices, and you'll be in good places. Safe sex is an issue. Thrill pill, trench cherry patch. Put a condom on, prevent unwanted pregnancies. AIDS will kill you. Herpes will last forever and ever. Don't like 2 men having sex. Get it? You can't watch 2 men having sex. It's gay sex, and it's not a very Christian thing to be doing. Okay? And don't drink and drive. Call someone, or you will murder somebody. Pick up the phone. Call me, call Jamie C, call Zane B, call Ted the Talking Head, call Dave 25, Debbie Daly, Vince in the Bay, all the board members of Speculation. You can call Wonder Hussy. She's a board member of Speculation Sports. Way back and when. But anyways, live from the great state of Minnesota, this was a presentation of Fear Mongering Radio, Bitch Boy Radio, NHL, NFL, everything else out there. Keep it real. Enjoy the holiday season coming up. Appreciate you guys very, very much, because I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky Yahoo. So anyways, guys, from the outskirts, I appreciate you guys. And man, what are you guys talking about, man? Fear Mongering Radio, you guys. We're going down the road, our 40-minute audio version for you guys to consume. All right? Peace in the Middle East. It's cow shit, cow pie. Ladies and gentlemen, this voice on this channel We are out.